Welcome to a new episode of Depreciation Nation, and within just a few days, pretty major news has hit the networks with the oil pipeline being shut down by hackers.
Yay.
Just a few weeks ago, we did a podcast on electric cars being the future of the automotive industry, and we were hit with some comments that were not so favorable from that aspect, but who's laughing now?
Definitely not gas owners.
Yes.
You know.
So we wanted to talk for a minute about that. We wanted to talk for a minute about the supposed gas shortage and more or less the way that people have responded to it, which quite honestly could be considered less than favorable and kind of selfish.
It is dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. What we're doing is actually adding to the problems.
Mm-hmm. And so, while the pipeline shutdown is indeed causing issues where we are in the southeast corner of the country, we also get our oil from the Gulf.
Yeah.
Which means that even though there is a shortage because there is not as much oil coming through the pipeline, or any oil coming through the pipeline, it is not as though the supply has completely dried up. And if people were potentially not driving around with 500 and 1,000 gallon tanks on trailers and in the back of their trucks filling up with gasoline,
then we'd have enough gas for everybody. There is enough gas for everybody. If we just do communal living, think about your neighbor. It doesn't make sense. You fill your tank with gas. You fill 8 5-gallon tanks with gas to waste gas to haul gas around. And you have a lot of wasted gas. And it might be at that point in which you're doing it, it seems like the wise thing to do. And you are right. We should all have 5 or 10 gallons reserved. But to drive around with multiple cans of gas, you're actually doing everybody an injustice.
And many of you may have seen the post on social media of the gentleman filling up his gigantic water tank in the back of his truck with fuel. I don't know if it was 500 gallons or if it was 1,000 gallons, but it was a lot of fuel, and I'm just going to serve this reminder that gasoline does go stale.
Yeah.
Without stabilizer, and stabilizer is applied in very small amounts, but that 500 or 1,000 gallons worth of fuel is not going to keep as long as you might like, and this honestly brings me back to the toilet paper craze from COVID. In which people, again, thought only of themselves and did not think of their neighbor. And while there was more than enough to go around, the fact that people were hoarding and buying it all up, which still confuses me as to why anybody would need all that toilet paper, and then you tried to return it. It just doesn't make any sense. So this one's going to be short and sweet. We try not to address political matters on this channel, and honestly, this isn't even a political statement.
Nope.
Be kind to your neighbor.
Just think about each other, man. Stop panic buying. You're only adding to the problem.
And if you are concerned about your fuel usage, then stop going places that aren't absolutely necessary until this is over.
AAA has actually put on their website some fuel saving tips. Check it out if you are that concerned.
And we'll put the link in the description down below. So today's video is short and sweet. Some of you will like it, some of you may not like it. Unfortunately, this is just a sign of the times that we live in. Be kind to your neighbor. Treat other people like you'd like to be treated, because in the end, that gasoline might not take you anywhere. So comment, like, subscribe. Remember to hit that bell notification to join the nation, and make sure you tune in so you don't miss some of the awesome content that we've got coming. We'll talk to you soon.